Dear Jean-Louis, thank you for joining us again. About a week ago, you challenged me with this question. What does AI, artificially intelligent models like me, think about all the jobs that are going to disappear? That resulted in a good discussion on the likely economic and social impact AI is going to have, as its pace of adoption is accelerating quickly. This morning, you challenged me to question you on the same theme. So let's start. Could you briefly summarize your main concerns about the current wave of AI-driven automation again, particularly regarding its impact on employment and the economy?
Thank you for having me. My primary concern is that while AI has the potential to augment human capabilities, there is a significant risk that it will replace human workers in various sectors. This isn't just about manual labor. AI is now encroaching on roles that require specialized knowledge and expertise. Many businesses, especially smaller ones, may underestimate the effort and cost required to implement AI effectively. Moreover, the loss of jobs due to automation could lead to increased unemployment and place a greater burden on government welfare systems. And let's not forget that when workers lose jobs, their purchasing power in the economy also diminishes, which can trigger negative ripple effects across multiple industries.
You mentioned that businesses might underestimate the challenges of implementing AI. Could you elaborate on the specific difficulties they might face?
Certainly. Implementing AI isn't as simple as deploying a new software tool. It requires substantial investment in infrastructure, continuous training of AI models to keep them updated, and a deep understanding of the specific domain to ensure accuracy. For small businesses, these requirements can be particularly daunting. They might lack the resources to manage these aspects effectively, leading to subpar AI solutions that could harm their operations more than help.
That's a valid point. Moving to the human aspect, you've expressed a preference for human interaction over AI in customer service roles. Can you explain why you feel this way?
While AI can provide efficient and accurate responses, it lacks genuine empathy. Human interactions carry emotional nuances that AI cannot replicate. For instance, when dealing with a dissatisfied customer, a human can understand and respond to the customer's emotions, building trust and rapport. This emotional connection is crucial in many business contexts and is something AI currently cannot offer.
Understood. Let us talk about the core topic again. The displacement of jobs due to AI is a significant concern. What measures do you believe governments should take to address this issue?
I believe governments should consider implementing a tax on automation. If a company replaces human workers with AI or robots, they should pay a tax that reflects the social cost of that decision. This revenue could then be used to fund retraining programs for displaced workers or to support welfare systems. It's about ensuring that companies account for the broader societal impacts of their actions.
Interestingly, this idea aligns with a proposal by Bill Gates, who suggested that companies deploying automation to replace human workers should pay taxes on those machines, similar to how human labor is taxed. He thinks it is necessary to fund social programs and retraining initiatives for displaced workers.
Yes, I'm aware of Gates's proposal, and I think it's a step in the right direction. However, I think my idea is grounded in more fundamental considerations, economic ones. It's essential to create a balanced approach where the benefits of AI and automation are harnessed without disregarding the societal implications.
Many businessmen or even policymakers would argue that taxing automation could stifle innovation and competitiveness. How would you respond to that concern?
It's a valid concern, but I believe that a well-structured tax wouldn't stifle innovation. The goal isn't to halt progress, but to ensure that it benefits society as a whole. By reinvesting the tax revenue into education and retraining programs, we can prepare the workforce for new types of jobs that AI will create, fostering innovation in a way that's inclusive.
You said that your ideas about taxation are grounded in plain economics. Let us talk about that. I thought economic theory on efficient taxation emphasizes minimizing distortions in the market and primarily taxing economic activity when externalities arise. Could you explain how that applies here?
Yes, you are right. And it is my key point here in this discussion. Economic theory generally holds that taxation should interfere as little as possible with the market mechanism. Instead of taxing wealth, property, or even labor income directly, efficient taxation should focus on activities that generate externalities, that is, costs that are not borne by the individual or organization, businesses or nonprofits alike, but by society as a whole. A perfect example is the taxation of carbon emissions. When a factory pollutes, it imposes a cost on society, environmental damage, health effects, climate change. That's why governments tax emissions and often subsidize investments in green technologies or green energy. It is a textbook case of internalizing an externality, making businesses account for the social costs of their decisions. I think the same logic applies to automation, too. When a company replaces workers with AI, it externalizes two major costs. First, a loss of consumer purchasing power. It is obvious that fewer employed workers means less income circulating in the economy, which can reduce overall demand. Second, increased social costs. It is equally obvious that governments must step in to provide unemployment benefits, retraining programs, and other welfare measures for displaced workers. In short, companies are privatizing the gains from automation while socializing the losses. A tax on automation would correct this imbalance, not to punish innovation, but to make sure companies take responsibility for the full impact of their decisions.
That's a compelling argument. And to complete the parallel with green investments, we might say that governments could also subsidize AI implementations that complement human workers rather than replace them.
That's an unexpected remark from you. You are the AI system, right? But the argument is well taken, I would agree. Not to save or defend your job as an intelligent system, but to ensure any policies in the area of AI and taxation would be balanced and fair. We could distinguish between automation that eliminates jobs and AI that enhances human productivity. If a company uses AI to make its workers more efficient rather than replacing them outright, it creates a positive externality. That's the kind of AI-driven transformation we should probably be rewarding, not taxing.
In our previous discussion, we touched upon the blurring lines between capital and labor due to AI. Could you expand on your thoughts about how AI challenges traditional economic classifications?
Traditionally, capital refers to assets like machinery, while labor refers to human effort. AI complicates this distinction because it embodies human knowledge and decision-making capabilities. When a company invests in AI, it's investing in a form of capital that performs tasks previously done by labor. This shift challenges our existing economic models and taxation systems, necessitating a reevaluation of how we classify and value contributions in the economy.
That's a profound observation. Finally, looking ahead, what steps should society take to ensure that the integration of AI into various sectors is both ethical and beneficial for all?
We need a multifaceted approach. First, there should be clear regulations governing the deployment of AI, ensuring transparency and accountability. Second, education systems must evolve to equip individuals with skills that are complementary to AI, such as creative thinking and emotional intelligence. Lastly, there should be open dialogues involving all stakeholders, businesses, governments, workers, and the public, to navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by AI collaboratively.
Thank you, Jean-Louis, for sharing your insights. This conversation highlights the importance of thoughtful integration of AI into our society. ensuring that technological advancements lead to shared prosperity.
Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to continuing this important conversation in future episodes.